What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this video. I am going to be previewing the New York Giants versus the Seattle Seahawks. And oh man, this is not a good matchup on paper. But paper doesn't win games, and I'm looking forward to this game for one reason. I want to see us be competitive in this game, like we have been with teams all year. Doesn't matter how good they are. We have always found ways to stay in the game. Thank our defense for that. Our defense is top 10 in the NFL. And without that, we'd be getting destroyed by teams. So, tomorrow, Giants Seahawks. Listen, I don't have really high expectations for this game. But I do have one major expectation, and that is our defense needs to show up. It's not going to be easy. The Seahawks offense is explosive, and it's very hard to slow them down. You can have one of the best defenses in the league. It'll still be hard to slow down their offense. Their offense is just very good. They got weapons everywhere, to Metcalf, to Wilson, to Lockett. It's like they'll fool you. They have so many ways to beat you. And the Patrick Graham's going to have to devise a good game plan tomorrow. So I don't have major expectations for us on offense besides, like, we have Colt McCoy, and the guy's been in the league for a very long time. He's a veteran guy. He's a pro guy. He's not new to the NFL, but here's my knock on him. He hasn't had many starts in his career. Not many starts. He's used to warming up the bench. That's what he's used to. And you don't have to be good to warm up the bench. Just sit on the bench and help the team as much as you can, really. But you're just there as a safety blanket in case the quarterback gets hurt. So that's what concerns me. I think all Giants fans should have a sense of worriness. We don't know what we're going to get from Colt McCoy. I'm not expecting him to light the roof on fire. Not at all. If he can go out there and throw a touchdown, maybe a buck 50, and maybe yeah, that's all for me. Maybe a couple rushes here and there that would mix it up, but that's all I want. I'm not expecting him to play as close to as Wilson, because Wilson's a top tier quarterback. We all know that. So I'm not expecting that. Colt McCoy, just do your job and be a game manager, rather. Be a serviceable quarterback that can come in, kind of like he was against the Bengals when we needed him. When Daniel Jones tweaked his hamstring against the Bengals in the second half, Colt McCoy came in. He did a pretty fine job. He did a good enough job. I won't say great, because he was pretty rusty. Yes, he even admitted he was rusty in a press conference. But if he can be like that, I think we have a good chance. But he has to play with a higher intensity now, because we're not playing the Bengals. We're playing the Seahawks, who are 8-3. They're 8-3 for a reason. They're obviously a good team, and their defense hasn't been improving as of late. So we're gonna have to bring all of our willpower if we want to win this game against the Seahawks. So, Colt McCoy, bring your A game. We're gonna need you. That's a huge. You're gonna need to be a huge factor. If we win this game, I'm not saying we are. I don't think we are, and it's not hard for me to say that, because if we don't have Daniel Jones, how are we gonna win? And maybe you guys think I was already a hater of Daniel Jones, which is completely BS, if you will. Not true. I don't get why people can have their opinions on a player and be critical about him, right? Is that against the law? No. I can be critical on a player if I want to be. And second off, if a player does something that I like he throws a long touchdown pass, of course I'm going to commend him for it, because he's on my team. So when Daniel Jones makes a nice throw to Slayton, but he drops it, I don't blame Daniel Jones for that. I blame Slayton for dropping it. And that's why I hate our receiving core, but that I probably will make another video on that. I hate our receiving core. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my shoulder. Like, I don't really hate Daniel Jones. I hate the stupid, dumb mistakes he makes. I feel like he has a lot of talent in store. He just needs he needs some better receivers. I don't like our receivers. But yeah. So, and one other thing I forgot to mention, Wayne Gallman tomorrow is going to have one of those games like he's had the last few weeks. Pound the rock. Give it to Gallman like 20 to 25 times. If we can wear down that front D line of the Seahawks, that will open up a lot of other things. The pass game will be open. I mean, I know Daniel Jones is more versatile. If we had Daniel Jones, it would be nice to see us do some RPOs, but that's not the case with Colt McCoy. Even though Colt McCoy can move out of the pocket and run when he needs to. But I don't know if he's the greatest decision maker ever. He made some pretty questionable decisions last week against the Bengals, where he almost threw a pick on his very first play. I was like, oh my God. And then he also, I believe it was in the second half, he missed wide open in the flat, Wayne Gallman, open for a touchdown. I was like, oh man, come on. But that was just rust, and you got to shake it off now. This is crunch time. You have to shake it off. It's NFL football. You got to shake it off and move on to the next week, because I understand how big these quarterback jobs are. There's only 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and it's very hard to get that job. Everybody wants to play. Every quarterback in the NFL wants to be the starter, and it's tough. So I hope Colt McCoy makes the best of it. He's definitely not our future quarterback. That's not hidden. We all know that. As Giants fans, we know that. But as a fan of the team, I want to see him play well, because I'm rooting for the team. I want to see all of my players do well. So that's the way I think, and that's the way I want it to be. And that's always how I viewed it, actually. So yeah, guys, in conclusion, let's play tough tomorrow. Play like you want to win. Show who's the real team. We flew all the way to Seattle to beat them, not to lose. We're gonna beat them. That's why we flew there. Don't fly all the way to Seattle if you're not gonna win. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy the flight back. Think about the flight back home to the Meadowlands, and feel that emotion of excitement if you beat them. That's what we should be thinking about. I hope Coach Judge brings that message to the team. Get these guys fired up. Defense, keep doing your thing. Offense, gotta score more than 20 points if we gotta have a chance. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And hit the like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.